Persona 5. It looks. I kind of want to try this once he's done with it, but I've got so many games that I want to try.
Excuse me. I am going to work tonight. Pulling Burke tonight.
Alright. I love it.
Goodness, it's like it's 6 o'clock.
Just
Tired.
Your first
Stayed up till midnight last
Now,
night.
James, I have a question. That's either a matchstick behind you or a first grade picture of a gumball machine.
You know, it was $1 at IKEA, and it was like, I could use something on the walls. So it was 4 pack of those things, and I'm like, sure. But I agree, it kind of looks like a gumball machine.
It does. All it needs is a little dispenser down the little thing drawn down there.
Not entirely sure what the artist is going for.
Well, it's better than the banana on the wall for $150K.
That was a nice banana.
Yeah, I bet it was. The guy who bought it just ate it and said that with you.
No, it wasn't even the guy that bought it. Some random guy walked up and ate it.
I didn't know that.
I didn't use any of my spell last session. I don't believe. Did you, Chris?
Look at you with your spell management, you little braggart.
Well, not that I have that many.
I'm sitting there like, hey, there's an empty slot. Let me use it.
I have. Oh wait, no, I have 3 spells left to use. I read that backwards. I only have 3 level 1s left to use.
I have 0. Because I was too busy saving people.
Oh. Thought we would have a little bit of
battle
spell.
screen first.
Battle. I remember my die this week.
Is it?
Well, based off of that roll, tonight's going to be a bad night.
I went ahead and just put that I had 16 of those wobbling arrows left because we weren't quite sure how many we used last session.
Yeah, we're gonna have to rethink those. I don't know what your thoughts are on those, but I don't think they're very good.
Well, with a DC 10 strength roll, those are kind of. I mean, that's a 50-50 chance they'll even work.
Yeah.
And depending on when you get to use them, if they get right back up, then it doesn't really help.
Well, I guess you can use them just in case because there's nothing else that you could use with the arrows, so might as well give it a shot.
Correct.
Maybe it'll be useful.
Chris, I got a 25.
Okay, there. All right. Blaylock with a 19.
I have a 12.
Eight. Oh, yes.
Your stream is enough, by the way. I can tell. It is? Let me double check. I see it now. I see it now. You're up. Hi.
All right, so what are we looking at here? It's at that red crystal. Okay. All right. How big are these crystals on the floor? All right. Well, let's. I'll go with the longbow. See what kind of damage we can do. Now, everybody else in the room sees this thing, right? Okay, so 22 to hit. That's what I have notched right now. I haven't switched out to the regular ones. 8 damage, and it needs to roll strength 10. Okay. Am I noticing anything? What happened with the arrow is it pierces it. Alright, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on it. And that'll be my turn for right now.
Alright, could you give me a description of the creature again, because it's been like 2 weeks? So it's a big fiery blob. Okay. Now, because I don't recall what our team was looking like. Can I look at the team and then see just like assess how they're doing, rather than saying, "Hey, what's everyone's HP at?" You know what I mean? Okay, that's just helping my decision about what kind of cannon to bring out. We're gonna go with the. I'm gonna summon the arcane cannon. For the force ballista. So I'm going to set this little device down on the ground. We'll say, yeah, that'll work. Right next to me, and then it's going to slowly morph into a miniature version of me. But not really like me. It looks like Minotaur-like, but not exactly like me. Mm-hmm. And I was going to use it as a bonus action. I was going to hit it with its ranged attack. Is that from the first go, or do I have to wait? Is it like summoning sickness? Okay. I'm right next to it, right? Okay, so I'm not going to do anything. That's the end of my turn.
Seems alright. Zormir's hiding in a corner, to be expected.
As usual.
Like usual. Too bad there's no desk for you to hide underneath.
I'll find one.
Are we good?
I'm just checking. Somebody logged on said they can't hear me.
He's trying to determine how he's going to murder me. Are we going to have...
You're right.
How are we going to cut up this Minotaur? I'm hungry.
Wait, what is What is Blaylock standing next to?
That's
Crystals.
my force ballista.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that.
All right. Let me try. One mo.
Did we decide that True Strike actually gives me anything other than just advantage? That's all it gives me. It doesn't give me any insight on as to anything about this creature.
Nope.
All right.
Sorry for.
You can try and use like Arcana or and try and then look for any weaknesses and based on whatever that would be.
I can still hear you. You're saying I could use Arcana to see into that stuff?
Yeah, I think that counts as an action, though. Yeah, I know that's just that's an action, I believe.
Because that's kind of what I want to do. Seeing the arrow kind of more or less do nothing.
It did something.
I mean, all
It did damage. It looks like the effect was something, some kind of splatter. Are you talking to us or are you talking to the stream?
Stream.
Ah.
Is there any way I... Biddle was saying that there's a way I might be able to, like, see into its defenses or something. Is that a spell, or is that something that I can just kind of do? Big question for you.
Arcana check is just
That's
if you would know what magical.
yeah.
If you had any information on this creature.
Which I probably don't have any information on him, since we've never seen one.
Yeah. You've never seen one before, so there's no way to kind of figure out
What works, what doesn't.
what works and what doesn't. So
Okay. Well, I guess, Old Faithful, I'm going to cast Firebolt.
all right.
Cast Firebolt at a magma creature.
Yeah, I feel like this is not going to do much.
Okay.
My options are Firebolt, Shocking Grasp, or Thunderclap.
Gotcha. Do it.
That's why I wanted to see if I could tell if I could do any damage to it, or if I have to run up to it and try and do Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
I guess I'm just going to do that then. Let's see what happens.
All right. Let's go for it.
Okay. 18.
That would hit.
And... Oh, this one, right? Let's see what happens. 5.
5 points of damage.
That's it.
Okay. You notice as it goes out and slams into the creature, it hits him, but it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you thought it would as it slams into him. And then the creature starts growing.
Oh, no.
Oh. It's like a bomb. It's a bomb.
Word.
Fantasy.
And it
Does
now
it look...
towers over the group as it gains a size.
How tall is the ceiling?
30, 40 feet.
How tall is the creature?
Right now, about 20.
How tall was it before?
About 10.
Oh, we're screwed.
What's the height of the entranceway?
It's the same height. The ceiling is high all the way throughout, but it's only about 5 wide.
Yeah, man, I suggest we all scram.
Just bottleneck it.
All right. Do you got another action? Or you're done?
I can't do any bonus actions anyway, so.
Okay. Zormir, you are up.
All right.
And Blaylock is adjacent to the creature.
Hint, hint. I am adjacent to the creature.
Well, that gives me sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to do something different, but some mysterious entity seems to be suggesting I should attack it.
Oh, it's up to you.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to hit this thing with my crossbow with sneak attack.
Okay.
Oh, whew. So that's 18.
That would hit.
And then, what is the damage for this thing? 8. D6, okay. We got 7 plus 4 is 11, not 13. And then let's roll these two. 11 plus 5, so 16.
Total?
Yep.
Okay. So you fire the crossbow bolt out. It slams into it. Again, you see some of the oilish residue go through as your arrow disintegrates inside of its body. It did damage, but not as much as you thought it would.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to reload that sucker.
Okay. And now it's the creature's turn.
Goodbye, Blaylock.
Goodbye.
Okay. So the creature turns at... Hold on.
Do it. Do it.
At the turret that just set up that looks like a little minotaur, and it makes an attack, and it misses.
Boom.
Scar, you are up.
Who's got the water gem?
That would not be me. All right.
Matt?
Are you talking about the creature?
The gem that summons water creature, the water creature.
I don't think it's
I
in my
want
action.
to see if I can break off a piece of a crystal and attach it to an arrow.
What?
Do a strength check.
$10.
You grab a hold of it, and I mean it's crystal. It's kind of hard to break even with a weapon. It doesn't seem to want to move.
Okay. Well, that would be my action. I got nothing else.
I'll allow it as a bonus action. It's just you're just kind of trying.
Okay. So nothing can break. It didn't break off.
No.
Well, since I'm already back by the door, I will fire another arrow at it.
Okay.
17.
That would hit.
Okay. Seven normal damage and 2 for the hunter's mark. So total of 9.
And is this with the concussive arrows or whatever?
Yep.
Okay. It hits into the shoulder of the creature and just kind of blasts outward as the arrow disintegrates inside its body. Pieces of the magma liquid material splatter onto Blaylock.
Great.
And Blaylock, you're up.
I'm trying to find your keys.
All right. As a bonus action, now is he in the corner, all the way in the corner?
Yes.
So there's not really any As a bonus action, I'm just gonna move that the turret like right in front of him.
Okay.
Because he can't move around me if I'm right there, right?
Right.
Okay, good. And then I'm just gonna fire at him
With the turret?
with the turret as
Okay.
part of the bonus action. So first, is it the D20 or is it just says ranged spell attack?
Yep, D20, just like you were casting a spell at him.
All right. And ranged spell, so that's
You are right next to it, so since it's a ranged spell attack, it would have disadvantage.
really.
Yeah.
So would it have been advantageous to move one back?
Yeah.
Okay, lesson learned. Fine, disadvantage. All right, so I rolled an 18 and a 19, so it's 18.
Oh, you hit.
Okay. So would it be adding my int though?
No, you would add your spell hit modifier, which is probably +5 or something like that.
It's intelligence. Okay, I'll have to figure out where that's at. Okay.
It's in your spell list. It's on your sheet.
Yeah. Okay, and then 2d8.
Okay.
Sorry. 9 damage. And it should push it back, but it can't really push it back anywhere right now.
As the massive blast of force pushes out against the creature, it slams into the back of the cave, and as it does, pieces of it just kind of fly everywhere. It's hard to tell if it's hurt or not, because it's such an amorphous type creature. All right.
And I'm going to use, as part of my action, I'm going to use Shocking Grasp on it.
Okay.
We're going to see what happens when I touch this sucker. It's a natural 1.
Get that deck out.
I'm just thinking about running at this point.
Just don't hit it with fire.
So that was
Actually,
a spell, correct?
That was a spell, yes.
if the cave was shorter, I would have made it bigger so it couldn't chase us.
That one doesn't count. Oh my goodness. All the spell ones right now are damaging for...
Hit me. Hit me.
So you know how we were talking about summoning creatures?
Oh, no.
A CR, 1/4 creature chosen randomly by the GM appears within 30 feet of you. It is hostile only to you.
That's not
Awesome.
bad. CR, that's not bad. All right, so what I need you to do... Hold on here. You said 1/4?
Yep.
I need you to roll a d6 for me first.
Four.
Okay. Now roll a d20 for me.
2.
Okay. I don't even know how to describe this.
Think on your toes.
Suddenly, off to the side, a burning creature appears beside Blaylock, and it turns toward him aggressively.
Okay. So, judging by the sequence of events that happened, I'm going to yell out to my party. I'm going to be like, be careful not to touch it.
Grovile, you're up.
So this one's made of fire too?
No, I just picked a random model. It's monstrous looking, but I can't describe it because I'm not familiar with it.
All right.
Fiery
So-
goblin.
I mean, how close am I to the creature? Both creatures.
35 from and 30 to the other.
30 and 35. How does that work? It's not gonna work. I don't know. I guess I'll throw my dagger at the lava creature. I guess.
Okay.
Because I got no nothing I could do really.
Can you run up and shuck it?
I could try, but I really don't want to get close to it. So I'm gonna throw my dagger at it. Keep my
Okay.
distance. Actually, you know what? Can I just cast True Strike on it and go 10 feet towards both creatures?
You want to move 10 feet closer?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, you can cast True Strike on it.
Okay. Then that's it.
All right. Zormir, you are up.
All right. I am going to reach into my bag
Okay.
and pull out my flask of holy water that I have and try and douse this creature in the holy water.
All right.
What do I do?
It's a ranged attack.
Okay.
Are you gonna dip an arrow in it, or are you just gonna throw it at it?
I mean, it can't. I guess you could dip an arrow in it. I'm just gonna try and douse it in it. So, 17.
That would hit.
Okay. Then.
Okay. So it hits the creature, and you hear a sizzle as the bottle of holy water is consumed, and it kind of howls out in pain. It definitely took some damage.
Good call.
All right. Do I get a bonus action still, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my returning dagger and throw it at it. Actually, I'm a little bit far for that, aren't I?
You wouldn't be able to do that one.
Okay.
I don't think. Mike? Is,
No, because your action was throwing the
yeah.
holy water.
It wasn't an attack, so to speak. All right.
Okay. That's my turn.
So
Did
it's
the creature stay the same size, or did he shrink?
he stayed the same size.
Okay, I'm looking at this map, and I'm just... Is that
Yep.
a pool of water that's outside of
Yep.
this cavern?
Yep.
Okay. Not knowing that knowledge beforehand. Okay.
Well, you did. We all walked in.
You
here.
drank from it, actually.
Yeah, I that's fine. I
Okay.
just didn't know it was there.
It's
me
going-
personally.
It's going to attack the turret again. Let's see. Does a 10 hit?
What? Hold on. I gotta figure out what its abilities are. It's an AC of 18.
Okay.
Regardless of size, the cannon has an AC of 18. That's a tough little cannon.
All right.
Yeah.
Scar, you're up.
All right. As a bonus action, I'm swapping out weapons. I'm going to take my full movement and run up to the creature that just appeared.
What's your
I'm
full
gonna take a
movement?
swing
35?
at 30.
30? So you're one shy of
Nope,
it.
35. You're right.
Okay. All right.
And I will swipe out at it with the short sword.
Okay.
Okay, natural 19.
That definitely hits.
All right. That's 1d6 plus 5. 4, 7.
7.
Yep.
Okay. You slash into it, and it howls out in pain. It starts dripping ichor onto the ground. It looks pretty bad.
Okay, and I will yell out, seeing that the water did some more damage to the lava creature, that we should take this out to the hallway.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. The creature's turns up, and it is going to attack Blaylock with a ferocity in its eyes, and it definitely hits. Looking, wasn't prepared for this kind of creature.
Is that black dot on the wall behind the thing? Is that your mouse cursor, or is that something to be observant of?
It's just a mouse cursor stuck there.
Okay.
Yeah. So it hits you for 8 points of damage as it lashes out and bites and takes a bit of your flesh.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
It's too big to fit through the hallway, isn't it?
It seems like it.
Because it got bigger.
All right.
Yeah, we don't
so
know that, though.
If I move, I take 2 attacks of opportunity. Now, what happens if I use the Force Ballista on the little chicken McNugget there?
Whatever. What'll happen?
Does it? If it blows it away, does he take 2 attacks of opportunity?
I guess you'll have to see.
He was already pretty weak. Okay. I'm going to use as a bonus action. I'm going to hit the big guy
With
the Force Ballista again.
Okay.
All right. 7 plus my attack spell modifier. Where is that on here?
If you go to spells, it should show you at the
it's
top
our
of it.
spells. Oh, there
Yeah.
it is. Oh, yeah, so 12.
Just misses.
Okay. And I'm not going to have him move. I will use Shocking Grasp on the little chicken McNugget there, though.
Okay.
It's 14, 19.
That hits.
Okay. 1d8. And 4 points of damage.
The creature, you grab hold of it as lightning arcs down your arms and into its body, and it shudders and shakes, and it falls over dead.
Stay down. Yep.
All right, Grovile, you are up. You have advantage on the big creature.
How far can I move? How far can I move?
30 feet.
Is that close enough to get to the creature?
Yep.
I didn't want to do this, but I mean, I really don't have a choice.
Hit it.
All right, I'm gonna go up to him and use Shock and Grasp on him and see how bad this turns out. Because he's a lava creature, but it's better than casting fire at him. So.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm gonna look at Grovile do this and be like, no, stop.
You're the one who said you were gonna do it anyway.
Go for it.
Now, we'll see what happens. Oh, it fell on the floor. Let me re-roll it. First roll was not good. Second roll was the same roll, so 6. Plus 6 is 12. Rather.
You reach out, and due to the amorphous nature of the creature, you're just not able to find purchase on its body.
The plate.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Somehow. I didn't see any bowls down here. You'd have to go to the lobby.
All right. Zormir, you're up.
Okay. Seeing how well the holy water worked, I am going to grab my water skin and
Okay.
I'm going to run out of this room towards that pool of water to fill up the water skin with that pool of water.
Okay. So that's all your turn would get you to there.
Okay.
Can he dash?
That was with a dash.
Ooh.
Actually, you're a halfling, so you have 2 less. So let's switch.
Aw.
Or you're a half elf, aren't you? Half elf or
Run with
halfling?
your tiny legs.
I'm not halfling.
You're what?
Tiny legs.
Halfling.
Halfling? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're short. All right. It's the creature's turn. There are, and it hits at the turret again. Yay, RNG. It misses.
Okay.
And Scar, you're up.
Okay. I will move up 1 to be catty corner.
Okay.
Again, I yell, take it to the other room. And I will try to, I'm going to use my action and my bonus action to do 2 swipes.
Okay.
First one is a 22.
That hits.
The second, 9 plus 7, 16.
That hits.
Okay. So, 1d6. 10 for the first one. 1 damage for Hunter's Mark. 8 for the second hit. And 5 for Hunter's Mark.
So, you're slashing with your claws?
No, the short swords.
Short sword. You bring the short sword up, and as you make purchase with the short sword, some of the flowing of the creature splashes out onto you, and you take 4 points of damage as it burns you. But taking the sword through the creature, it connects with something hard in the center, and the sword wedges into it, and almost like a baseball bat, you hit it out, and you hear a stone ricochet across the room, and the creature howls out in pain and just kind of melts along the floor, defeated.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh, wow.
That worked out well.
Nice one, Scar.
I'll take the credit for that, yeah. Knew what I was doing all along.
How did you know about the rock at its core?
Lucky guess.
Alright, how that turret stays out for an hour, right?
A minute, I think.
Is it a minute?
Well, a
minute
minute's
or
a full 10 turns.
Yeah,
it's a full. I just thought I thought it stayed out for an hour.
it might be a
It disappears if it's reduced to 0 hit points or after 1 hour.
okay. So it's still there.
Okay. I'd like to look around and see what's in this room.
Okay. Before you're doing that, Zormir, what do you want to do? You haven't heard anything, so do you want to keep running?
Oh, I can't see back down the hallway?
You got your back. You're running to fill your
You're
water
running.
skin.
You're running with them for the water spring.
I guess I'm going to keep on chucking
Okay.
for the water.
All right, Blaylock. Yeah. Do a investigation. What's everyone
What are we
else
doing
doing
last
while
in that
he's
room?
doing?
I'm
gonna look at that.
Or...
Whatever that thing that fell out of the creature.
Okay.
7 for the investigation.
Okay. You're looking around. You're not really seeing anything.
Wasn't there something special about these gems?
You don't know.
Can we investigate that?
Yeah, you can roll an
I
investigation
don't see
also.
anything in this room.
All right, I'm gonna.
Are they all the same
specifically-
color, or
There's three different
One.
colors. There's a pinkish red color, a blue color, and a green color. And now that the creature's dead, they are what illuminates the room.
I specifically want to look at the green one, closest to me, so behind me.
Okay.
Where is it? That's intelligence. Where's investigation? There it is. So that would be 16. What do I see?
Okay. 1 second. So the creature you fought earlier was called a steeder. Have you heard of that before, Mike?
I have not.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I can't describe what I don't know. So, all right. So
Is it spelled like it sounds?
yeah. So you take a look at the green crystal here, right behind you, and as you're looking through those, a couple of them you're able to pull up and hold them, and as you pull them up, you hear a slight tinging noise coming from below. So you look a little further down, and you see a small box that was lying kind of buried into these crystals a bit.
Into the one I'm looking at, or just on this specific one?
In the cluster of green gems you're looking at.
Okay. I'd like to pick it up and open it.
Okay.
If I can.
So you take the box and hold it up, and you open the box up, and we'll stop there. As Zormir, you got the water,
Right.
and you are coming back in the room, and you take a step inside the room, and you see the creature's gone.
Where'd it go? Did you guys beat the creature?
Yes,
Currently, yes.
The scar seems to have taken him out by a rock at its core. Thanks for the water. May I have a drink?
Yes. Really wanted
saying
to
it
kill
was-
the creature.
You're saying it
And-
was toasty over there.
Also, out of curiosity, I am going to pour a little bit of the water onto Crystal and see if any sort of reaction occurs.
Which crystal? Just any of them?
Doesn't matter.
It's up to you.
I'll do a few drops on one of each of the different colors.
Okay. When you pour some on the red crystal, it just hisses a bit. When you pour some on the blue crystal, you just hear a popping noise. And on the green crystal, you hear it almost sounds like bubbling.
Well, that is a very curious reaction. I wonder
And-
if this could prove to be useful.
Matt, you open the box up, and inside the box, while there's some coins in there, you count about 25 gold pieces. There is a rather ornate dagger lying in the box. The handle looks like it's carved from the bone of some creature and features two twisting snakes on the pommel. The blade itself is a dull gray with streaks of black running down all the way to the point.
That's nice.
That was sweet.
That looks
I'm
fancy.
going to since I saw that in the green crystal, can I look around at the blue one next to it to see if there's anything in that one too?
Sure,
While I'm over there?
you look there and kind of pull some crystals up, but you don't find the same situation.
I thought the crystals couldn't be moved.
Oh, they can. Some of them can.
I mean, yeah, it just depends on the cluster you're at.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to Blaylock and say, I found this dagger, and I'm wondering maybe you could do the same thing you did for Zoromir. Maybe give him a new dagger. This looks a little fancy. I have no use for it.
It looks like there's something special about this. We'll have to take it back to town and find out. I can certainly do that, and I'm gonna hold the dagger.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to him.
Okay.
'Cause I got no use for it anyway.
Does this dagger look ceremonial in any kind of fashion, or we're out of our element on this? I don't know.
It's a nice dagger. It looks old. It definitely could be ceremonial.
What happens if I tap it on a crystal? Let's say the red one right next to me.
You hear a tinking sound.
Ding, ding,
Okay.
ding.
Now, can I test that against the blue and the green?
Yeah, same. You hear a tinking sound.
No difference.
No difference.
No die roll
difference.
required.
Okay. So I just want to examine that just for my own knowledge, and then look at that, investigate the dagger, just for my own knowledge there, and then I'll hold it in my hand, and then infuse it with that returning dagger.
Let me pour a little bit of water over the dagger too, see if anything happens there.
Well, I could use some water myself, but I guess.
So right now, Zoramir, you don't even know there's a dagger over there because you're pouring water on rocks.
Oh, okay.
It's sizzling, so it's very interesting.
You look over and you see everybody else kind of gathered up around something.
Zoramir, come over here. I need that dagger that I infused for you.
Okay, so head over to the group and see what all the commotion's about.
Okay. And I'm going to start to draw from that dagger the infusion that was there, and then I'm going to place it into the one that's currently that we just found.
Okay.
Now, Zoramir, we still should have this looked at to see if there's any magical properties. I don't detect any. However, when we get back to town, we should look at this. And here, and then I'll give it to Zoramir.
Thank you, Blaylock. This is a very fine-looking dagger indeed.
Okay.
By the way, I poured water on these crystals, and there's a very interesting reaction that occurs when you do so. Perhaps it could be useful. So, go ahead and pour a couple drops on the crystals, each of the different colors, to show the group what happens.
Okay.
First, I'll take a drink.
Before all the water's gone.
Okay.
All right, and then I'll start first on red, then blue, then green.
All right. On the red one, that it hisses a bit. On the blue one, you hear a popping sound, and on the green one, it just kind of bubbles a bit. You hear a bubbling sound.
Can I investigate the reaction?
You can look at it. Yeah, it's noticeable.
I just like to see and try and figure out what's going on here. All right, I guess.
Why are they different?
Yeah, why are they different? Any ideas?
For some reason.
Maybe we can take some of these crystals with us to show. I know at least the green one over there is loose enough for me to grab some and take them with us.
Well, I have a crowbar, so why don't we go ahead and see if we can pop these in and then take them back with us.
Okay. You actually have a crowbar?
I have a crowbar.
Yeah, I've got a crowbar as well.
Yeah, I think it's just part of the dungeoneering kit.
Might I suggest we try dropping one or perhaps all of these types of crystals in the pool of water near the entrance and see if anything further happens?
That is a fantastic idea.
So I go and pick up that stone that fell out of the creature.
Yes.
Is there any-
You can see where your blade caught purchase on it. It took a part out. You can only imagine it was some sort of magical heart, so to speak, of the creature that is now fell dormant.
And I'll put it in my pack.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab a handful of green crystals.
Okay. We'll say you pick up 5 of them.
Okay. I'll pick up some red.
I'll pick up some blue.
So is this the other creature that we killed? I don't know if I looked at the right thing or not on here. I'm just as a player, not my character.
Yeah.
That Steeder, is that the same one that was the spider from Underdark?
Yeah, it's something
Okay,
like that.
okay.
Yeah.
Not that my character would know. I just was making sure I was looking up the same thing you had.
You said I got 4 of those. Okay.
5 of them. 5 green crystals. We'll say you guys spend some time. You find some loose crystals, and you get 5 of each color.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you guys want to try dropping in the pool?
Let's. Maybe we should talk from a distance.
Okay. Sure. Why not? I want to be further away from it than that, though. If I ideally. It's hissing and sizzling, so I imagine there's going to be quite a big boom.
First,
We have
I
any
need to
sort
look
of blast shield.
Okay, so what do you want to do? You're all in the room.
All right, I'm going to throw 1 blue into the water.
Okay. You throw the blue one in. The crystal pops and stutters across the surface before slowly fading into the water. And you notice that the entire pool of water turns a bit of a deeper blue color.
I'll take a drink.
Okay. You take a drink of the water, and as you drink the water in, you notice the deep blue color fades back to its normal color. And you feel kind of a sense of rest inside.
Okay.
As in he's tired, or as in
that is very rejuvenating. I try the green one.
all right, I'll toss the green one in and then drink it.
Okay.
Well,
Why not?
Make sure
Maybe
you.
wait to see what the reaction is first.
Yeah, let's do the reaction first.
we're just like in there like a spa and then dropping the crystals like they're bath salts.
That's the equivalent of like going into the forest and eating random mushrooms.
Remember to have your WhatsApp up. By the way, the green one, as you put the crystal in, it immediately sinks to the bottom and it fizzes very effervescently, almost carbonating the water before turning the water into a pale green color.
I'm gonna drink it.
Okay.
Make it happen. See what happens.
You
I'm thirsty.
take a drink, and you guys see it as he drinks the water. Again, the green color fades, and you feel like you took a drink.
Crystals, right?
Yes, and you feel it. You feel refreshed from the water.
But do I feel any tingling or anything?
Take 30 points acid damage.
Okay,
Or that's it?
that's it for now.
Zoramir, why try the green crystal?
That's the one he just
I
did.
didn't just the red since we haven't tried that one yet, Blaylock. I suggest you pay attention here.
Well, I wanted to see if the green did anything for you. You are a halfling and he is a lizard.
Oh, interesting. I think I'll try the red, see if we get anything else out of that. So I'm going to go ahead and toss the red in. Wait to see what the reaction is and take a sip.
1 second.
I kind of move down the hallway to the cross section and just kind of keep a lookout.
Okay. You're doing the red?
Yes.
So you throw the crystal in, and you hear it hiss as it slowly fades into the water, leaving the water a red hue.
Okay. And I'm going to lean over and or I guess hop up and take a sip. The silence is scary.
You take a drink and you feel good.
Okay.
That it?
So I'm going to hand a blue crystal to Grovile. Like, Grovile, this helped me to be able to. I feel that I could use more magic. I felt drained beforehand, but I feel as if that I'm a new man and I can use my magic again before I was tapped out. Try it.
So you're saying yours made you feel really good?
It made me feel really good.
It's funny because mine made me feel not as good.
Try the blue.
All right, I'll throw it in. I'll drink that too. Why not? See what happens.
Okay, so you throw the second blue crystal in, and it skitters across the top of the surface and turns a deep blue, and you take a drink. You feel good. You feel your mind is opened a bit more.
Ooh, that feels nice.
Yeah. Do we have a vial that we could bottle that green up in? Does that sound like something that be worth our while to save for later?
I just feel very healthy right now. Maybe we could bottle some of the red too.
It's a good idea.
So we're gonna bottle all of them up individually.
I don't have a bottle.
I don't have a bottle either.
I have a water
I
skin.
might have
we do
one
have a
water
water
skin.
What happens to the health potion bottles when we're done with them?
You throw them out, assumed, unless you say you kept an empty vial.
I have nothing to carry the stuff in, so I can't. Never mind.
What's a python?
A what?
Python.
Python.
I don't know. It's not a bottle.
I have an ink
so
bottle.
it's-
I could dump the ink out, but I don't want to do that.
Oh, when a wall doesn't offer handholds, you make your own. A python is a steel spike with an eye through
okay.
it, which you can loop a rope. There you go.
Oh! Can I craft a water skin out of the lizard flesh that I have? I have 9 pounds of lizard flesh. Can I craft a bunch of water skins out of it?
Isn't the flesh more meat?
Thought he had hide.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, I think it
Might
was
have
more.
hide on it.
I think it was more meat, which that would be gross. But you can definitely attempt to do so.
Oh, I thought it was more like skin.
Wouldn't you have to cure it?
I had skin before. Do I still have skin? I don't. All I have is orc arms and legs and lizard flesh. Okay, never mind.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna take I'm gonna empty my water skin, and I just want the water from the pool. No crystals.
Okay.
And I'd like to fill it in. I recommend that everybody else do the same.
I will fill mine with the red.
Okay.
How did the red make Carlson feel again?
Good.
I just feel really healthy.
Very healthy.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Right.
Should we take a short rest, or should we just move on?
Anybody else want to try throwing all 3 crystals in at the same time and see what happens?
Oof.
I don't know, man.
Let's hold off on that.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, here's a blue crystal.
If
If
you
you
go
want to
boom.
give it a shot. Well, here's a blue Grovile. If you want to give him a green, and then give it a shot. I'm gonna stand back.
All right. I'm going to take
Sure, we'll give it to him. Why not?
all 3 crystal types, and I'm going to drop them into the water and quickly step back, just in case something bad happens.
The water begins to boil, and as you see it shift from different color to different color, and then the basin that it's in cracks and breaks, and all the water pours out across the floor. It's completely ruined. There's no more water there.
Did we all fill up our water skins beforehand?
I don't have one.
Nobody said that. Just you.
Okay.
Well, I said I
Right.
filled mine up with red.
How about that short rest?
He did say he filled his up with red, so you consumed a red gem and godson.
Sorry, guys.
Well, that worked
Well.
out great.
That was very interesting. I'm going to store that tidbit of information for later. Thank you. So
All right.
I stare at the cracked basin and study it, and then I'm to the party. I'd like to see it. Do you think we could take a short rest?
I would love to restock on gems if I can. To
How long
refill
have we
back up
been
to
here?
5. Now, how long have we been
In total, you've been in this area a couple hours.
Oh. You know, I don't want my little dude to go away. How long did that take? Is he gone?
He's
spent a
he's
lot of time.
still around. I mean, he's with you for an hour, and he can walk just as fast as you.
Okay. Is he still with me?
Yeah, we'll say he is. I don't have
Okay,
him
good.
directly here, but
You know what? I only have enough fuel. You could call it for my little buddy here for a little while longer. Let's explore a little bit longer.
I agree.
Okay, let's do it. Let's move forward.
Yep.
Let's move forward, move on, move up.
all right. The door's closed where you guys closed it. Who's leading the pack?
I'll leave that.
I think Zoramir should take the lead in case there's any traps of any sort.
You want me to die?
I'd like you to. You have a keen eye for any traps.
I suppose.
He needs
Okay.
a keen eye to let us know when things go bad when he falls over dead.
I'll be behind him.
Okay.
I'll
I'll be
follow
fine.
behind Scar.
I'll be last then, that's fine.
All right, everybody. Let's tread lightly. Who knows what other creatures lie ahead?
Let's. So can we sneak?
Yes. Everyone that wants to do it, do a stealth check.
I would love to.
There's a
20.
9.
18.
Okay.
15 for Scar.
And Blaylock, you'll need to roll for your turret also.
I was going to ask if the turret needed to roll. too.
That turret is very sneaky. It was a 16, but that's base. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Does it have the same stats as him?
I don't know if it has the same stats
Okay.
as me.
You all feel relatively stealthy. How many places at a time?
Let's.
Can we check for traps?
Yeah, let's do a perception. Since I'm leading, I'll do a perception check.
Zoramir, are there any traps ahead? I hate to fall into
Okay.
any more pits.
Okay. 16 plus 5, 21.
Okay. So
You get
tell me how far you want to move up.
Let's move up to the block in front of the second torch there.
There?
Yes.
Okay.
And?
See that the hallway. Scarred, how close do you want to stay to Zoramir while you're moving?
I will stay 10 feet behind him.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same. 10
Did my
feet behind.
perception check come back with anything?
You
with the
haven't noticed anything yet.
I'll be next to Blaylock, but in front of the turret.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. That's fine. He can.
Zoramir,
Oh,
take another. If you want to keep looking for traps, then roll another perception and tell me how far you want to move.
I don't have to keep rolling stealth, do I?
No, you guys are stealth as a group. You feel stealthy.
Okay, so the next perception is 3 plus 5, so 8.
Okay.
Let's move another 5 spots.
Actively listening
Okay,
for perception.
that's fine. How far do you want to move up? 5 of them?
Another 5 spots.
Okay. All right. Don't see or hear anything. You do see it. It looks like the hallway is given way to a little bit different structure down toward the end.
Looks like the architecture here is heading a little bit more into the mountain. Or this is you said this is like a side of a mountain, right? Or something.
Yeah, like a plateau or cliff. Yeah.
I'm gonna quietly keep my hand like on the wall and just feeling for cracks, and then just like kind of studying the structure as I go.
Okay. Do you
Yeah,
want to move
wanna
up
do
again?
Another perception. 23.
Okay. How far do you want to move up?
Right to the end of the regular wall.
Okay. The smooth wall of where you've been ends as it twists into a dark, stony cave. Clicks and clacks of bones can be heard in the far distance, echoing through the cave.
How far away do they sound?
Pretty far away.
That sound, guys. I'm gonna say quietly to Grovile. That sounds like bugs.
Can I? Any estimation on how many we hear?
You just hear sounds.
Okay. All right. Everybody want to keep moving forward?
Yes.
Okay. So that's a 13 on perception, and let's move like halfway of, well, 3/4 of what we can see there.
So, to here?
Sure.
You tell me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
We're gonna have to be single file at this point, pretty much.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
keep the arcane turret in the back if Grovile wants to squeeze in behind.
Does he need to be next to his turret for any reason?
No, he
Nope.
he can be back there.
Okay, then I'm gonna have the turret in the butt.
Yep.
So,
Right up the butt.
as you look down the cave, even though it's dark, you have the vision to see that there's looks like a door leading off to the side of the cave as the cave wraps around toward the southwest.
Guys, see that door? Should we go and try and see what's behind it?
That sounds like an excellent idea.
All right. So do another perception, see if we have any traps. 9 plus 5 is 14. And I'm going to move a block away from the door.
You put out a foot to walk forward, and something catches your eye. You notice a plate on the ground that looks out of place.
Guys, stop. Hold up. Looks like there might be something here on the floor ahead of us. Can I do an
Do the rest of you want to move up, or are you going to stay where you're at?
Yeah, we can move forward.
Yeah.
Can I investigate this plate?
Yep. Well, you see it. It looks like something. It looks like a trap. You can attempt to disable it if you like.
Is there enough room to sneak around it?
There's not. It's rather large.
Yeah, I guess let's attempt to disable it.
Okay. So make a dexterity check.
Okay.
With plus your proficiency because you have thieves' tools. Should have thieves' tools.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how do these ones work again?
So you are going to roll a d20, add your dexterity modifier and your proficiency modifier, because you're proficient in thieves' tools.
Okay, so that's going to be 20.
Okay. So you are able to take some of the surrounding rocks and jam them up underneath the plate and kind of close your eyes because you're nervous, and you stomp your foot down on it and the plate doesn't do anything. It seems that you've disabled it.
Wonderful. Okay, guys, I've rendered this trap dead. We can continue on. Let's make our way towards that door.
Okay, so you want to go up to the door?
Yep.
Nice job, Zoramir.
We're still sneaking, right?
Yep.
Sneak.
I'm gonna get caught with that again.
All right. So there's a door here, kind of carved into the side of the cave-like structure.
Do I hear anything on the other side of the door?
You don't hear anything coming from the side of the door, though you hear that clicking a little louder, but it seems to be coming from the southwest side of the cave.
Okay. Kind of motion out everybody to be still, and I'm going to, as quietly as I can, crack the door open to see what I see on the other side.
I'm gonna whisper to the party and let the ballista in right behind Zoramir. Can we do that, or is it too crowded?
It's kind of crowded here.
All right.
So you grab the handle of the door to open it, and it doesn't move.
Does it feel locked or jammed?
It just doesn't open.
Okay.
You assume it's probably locked.
Can anybody perform Alohomora or whatever it is?
I know what that is.
Can anyone pick a lock? No,
Can anyone pick a lock?
I'm gonna stare at Zoramir.
Do I know how to pick a lock?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
You are a thief.
That was a funny joke, Zoramir. But let's
Need to get into
continue.
character. Right. Do I have lockpicking equipment?
It's all
Just used it.
Yeah, thieves' tools.
You just used it. Yeah, it's your thieves' tools.
I just used it?
Yeah, that's what thieves' tools are.
A little slow here. Okay, I'm going to use my thieves' tools to try and lockpick this door.
We're
Quietly.
gonna make a rogue out of you yet.
All right, roll a
Like to
d20.
get if I am.
Roll a
What was that?
d20 and add your dex and proficiency modifier.
Anyone have Alohomora? Come on now.
13.
That's
So you
getting added?
Yeah.
You stick the thieves' tool in the door, and you start working quietly, and you hear as the door opens up.
All right. So I'm going to just crack the door a little bit and peek my head so I can see through the crack and investigate what I see on the other side.
Okay. It looks like a storage room of some sort. You see some bags in the far distance.
Okay, so I'm going to turn to everybody and kind of, stay here, be quiet. I'm going to open the door and slowly, quietly walk down that hall to see if I see anything.
Can I cast invisibility on him before he goes down the hall by himself? Or am I too far away?
You think it's a touch spell, so you're a bit far away. The smell of dust and old supplies fills your nostrils as the door swings open to reveal a dimly lit room. As you enter, you see sacks and boxes and barrels lining the room, seemingly untouched for quite some time.
Be careful. Wait, we don't see this, do we?
Nope.
Okay, so I don't see... Okay. So I'm going to... Seeing that there are no creatures to be found in here, I'm going to go back to the door and kind of gesture everybody that they can come on in. Coast is clear.
Okay. What's everybody want to do?
I want to investigate the barrels. That's what I want.
Not even in the room yet.
I want to get in the room and investigate the barrels.
Is it possible to get the? There you go. Yep. We'll just follow.
Okay, so you all want to move into the room.
Yes.
Okay, you're all in the room. And you said you want to investigate the barrels?
Yes.
Grova, go for it.
18. What do I see?
Okay, so you look at the barrels, and most of them is derelict food items that have long since spoiled. Definitely not okay to eat. One second. I sent you a message.
I say, so
As soon as you... Yeah.
basically this smell of this room is just driving me insane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot here for your nostrils to take in. It's...
What is it that you smell, Scar?
So what do I see now?
Decay. Nasty.
You see, yeah, you just see a lot of barrels and sacks of decaying food around.
Okay. So, not edible to everyone, including me, or does it still look good to me?
Everything's
Pretty
edible,
much
but
anything.
it's your choice if you want to go that route.
I'm a pass. I think I'm a pass.
I'm gonna start moving some of these bags around to look underneath.
All right, so you're also searching through the room?
Yep.
All right, roll an investigation.
Oh, yeah.
Creature pops out of this one because that's your luck.
8.
8?
8.
So you move the bags around, and some of them, like as you go to pick up the bags, they fall apart in your hands, and your hands are covered in just a goo almost. It's gross. You don't know what was in there, but it's long since decayed. But nothing underneath the bags that you've seen.
It has been a long time since these have been put here.
Can I, because of the other room, how we found that hidden cavern next to the torch, can I check both torches?
I'm just going to do that.
All right,
If there's a hidden room?
You both kind of look at each other and nod, and both go and grab a torch, and it pulls out of the holder there, but nothing happens.
Okay.
And you both kind of turn and kind of shrug, like, well, it worked before, so that's fair.
The torches are lit.
They are. The fire doesn't seem as natural as the other torches you've seen. Almost like it's probably a magical fire of some sort, which is not uncommon. You've seen that before in towns and things.
What did you say were in the
torches?
What was that?
Is it similar to our torches?
No, your torches are... I mean, they look like your torches, but the fire just burns without burning.
Okay.
What did you say were in the bags there?
It's just decayed food.
Okay. And this room's completely stone?
Yeah. It's actually finished. It's not like the cave that you were in. It's more like where you came from.
I'd like to investigate the structure here. And compare it to the previous hallway that we were in.
It looks very similar architecturally.
Okay.
He's saying he wants to do a history check.
Do I recall anything about structures of this similar fashion?
No, it seems old, but mixed in with the new, like you've seen before. But Scar, what are you gonna do?
Try and sorry.
I suggest that if we are to take a short rest, this is probably the best option we have. Lock the door.
That is good. What about the smell? Are you going to be okay with the smell? You have a much more defined olfactory system than us.
I've smelled worse. This is just really bad.
Okay, I'd say we take a rest. Now, can I identify an item and then not have it take up a spell slot if we're resting?
No, it always takes a spell slot.
All right, so how about if I identify an item, then rest, and then get that spell slot back?
Does yours come back on a short rest or a long rest?
I think it's on a long rest.
All right. Okay.
So you guys are taking a short rest?
Yeah, I really kind of want to identify that item. I'm very curious, but I don't want to waste a spell slot right now. My curiosity is really taking the best out of me. So, yeah.
I suggest that we lock the door and place your little friend there.
He's. How long of a rest are we going to take?
A short rest is about an hour.
About an hour. So he'll only be good for about another half an hour. So I can take. I can.
Might as well use him while we can.
Okay.
His eyes are just as good as ours for a watch.
I'll do that, and then I'm gonna go over there and shut the door, and then stick the arcane turret like right there at the entryway.
Okay.
Where the port ballista. Okay.
So the door, you lock the door. It has a mechanism on the inside. And you guys do a short rest. So about 30 minutes in, you hear as the arcane turret powers down.
I'm gonna gather him up and then put him back in my backpack.
Okay, so you go and get him. And if your short rest is over, what do you want to do?
How do I regain? I have to use die. That's right.
Yep, hit die.
When do you get these? When do you get these hit die back?
After a long rest. Yep.
All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna use one.
Okay.
All right. I'm good.
What I miss?
You took a short rest.
All right. Zoramir,
Oh, okay.
would you like to take the lead and lead us on?
Let's head on out.
Okay, who's behind Zoramir?
It will be again.
Okay.
I'll do the same order as before.
Yeah,
Okay.
Stay marching order.
Do you want to stay together or separated?
I like the 10-foot idea that we had before.
Okay.
Scar seems to have a good idea of what he's doing.
All right, what do you want to do? You unlock the door, open it, kind of look around. It's clear. The hallway's clear.
Okay. So, do we need to roll stealth again?
If you want to be stealthy.
I do indeed want to be stealthy.
Okay.
Ooh, now we're talking. 24.
Okay.
16 for Scar.
Okay.
8 for Blaylock.
Okay.
14. Blaylock, why are you so loud all the time?
You guys,
Clomping,
Sorry.
clomping away.
you guys feel stealthy.
Okay. So let's crack the door open and work down the hallway a little bit.
All right. So, as you peer down the hallway, you don't see that turret. But here you go. Where do you want to move to?
Okay, well, I'm going to do perception, see if I see any more traps.
Okay. Roll it.
Ooh, 9.
Okay, I thought you said 2 there for a second, but okay, you're looking around.
That's about it.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to make my way halfway down what's visible.
About
I'm gonna
right.
continue to listening perception.
Are we still hearing clacking?
From time to time.
Is there a pattern to it? Do we recognize a pattern to it?
Roll a perception check.
I got a 15 on my hearing.
7.
Okay, 1 second. It's hard to make out, Blaylock.
Okay. I'm gonna whisper to Grovile because he's the only one really within range. I'm gonna say I don't notice a pattern with that sound. It is worrisome.
Zoramir.
Okay. I'm going to do another perception and keep on walking down the hallway.
Okay.
That one is 19.
Okay.
20.
Okay. You're looking for traps and things.
Coast seems to be clear as far as I can tell. Let's walk down another 3 blocks.
Okay.
This time I'm gonna walk up right behind him.
Okay.
Scaring me that he's not revealing the map.
I'm getting there. It's a process.
And I whispered to him, "There's somebody down there as well. I hear voices."
So, getting you guys all set up here. The cavern before you is well lit, and smoke lightly burns your eyes as you peer into the room. Seems to be a dome-shaped ceiling curves above you, and all around the walls, fires are built in a circular pattern. The light from the fires reflect on the sides of these unique pale rocks that surround the room. On the far side of the room, a human-looking creature with a snake-like head, wearing armor made from human remains, tends to these rocks while hissing something to himself.
You're going to grow up to be nice and big and powerful. It's going to be great.
Does he look
Where do
anything
we
like
see-
the others we fought before?
No.
Where's he at in the cave?
You can't see him yet.
We can hear him.
So everybody can hear this, right?
Really, just you and Scar, because you're kind of up front there.
Okay. Well, I'm going to turn around and gesture to everybody to kind of huddle together and be quiet. And, everybody, there's some creature ahead of us. Who do I have an idea of how big this thing is or anything?
It's from what you've seen just passing by. It's human sized.
It's like sort of
Is it a
creature.
humanoid?
Possibly. You don't know. You haven't seen it.
some sort of creature ahead of us. Shall we venture into this cavern and see what fate brings us, or should we turn around while we're still ahead?
Do we? So you've got these creatures on the map shown. Do we see those?
No, there's no creatures. It's just rocks.
Are
Oh,
those
okay.
the pale rocks? It looks like they're like little ladybugs there. Or is that a fire?
Those are fires.
Oh, okay, that's what I was talking about. I was like,
Yeah.
it looks like, yeah, they look like bugs. Okay.
I say we go down there and have a chat.
Let's do it.
I mean, do you have any other ideas?
Okay. I am going to ask who can cast the invisibility thing?
Me.
Grovile.
I'm in the back.
Grovile, can you cast the invisibility on me? I'm going to try and sneak up on this creature and attack it.
Don't you want to look around the room first before we go engage?
That would be silly.
Okay, let's go for it, man.
So Grovile, you move up.
Okay, I'm gonna cast invisibility on him. Touch him and be like, "Now you cannot be seen."
Okay. And you want to move into the room?
So I am going to sneak into the room up to this creature and try to get behind it.
Okay. You enter the room. Hold on.
Have you declared that you're sneaking?
Yeah, you're still
He didn't
sneaking.
say. He said he was sneaking.
And actually, before I sneak into the room, I'm going to tell the whole group to keep an eye out, and once combat starts, for them to come in.
Okay. You see this creature. It's large for its size. Giant. Its head is very cobra-like. It's patting the rocks.
Yes, you need to be big and strong and we'll ride you into battle.
He's patting the rocks.
Yes.
Oh, that's dirty.
I think I knew what these are.
What is it? What are the yellow things? Is that more fire?
More fire.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to keep sneaking up behind this creature as quietly as I can.
Okay. What's everyone else doing while this is going on?
Well, we don't know where
Star
he is in the room.
is going to sneak up to the entrance.
I'm gonna be right behind him at the entrance, waiting for combat. 'Cause that's what he told us to
Okay.
do. So that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. So now that I am right behind this creature, I am going to take out my short sword and try and attack this thing. Surprise attack it.
Okay. You get advantage. So you will get sneak attack.
So do I roll 2 and take the higher?
Yep.
20.
That would hit.
Okay. And then. Okay. So that's going to be 7 for the base, and then 5, so 12.
12 total.
Yep.
Lord, what is that? What is it?
He spins around. Everyone roll initiative. $20 to $25.
23.
Okay. 15 to 20.
One time
15.
I rolled lower.
I got 19 on mine.
Okay. 10 to 15.
11.
Zoramir.
I had 15.
Can I see the creature from where I am?
No.
I didn't think so.
All right. Grovile.
And I can't squeeze by, right? So I have to.
Yeah, it's just difficult terrain, so it's double movement to get through.
So I can get around him though.
Yeah, because it's a friendly space.
Okay. Then I'm gonna get around him and do something about it. Okay.
And it's diagonal too, so there's even more so. So you can get right there.
Beautiful. Okay, I can actually do something then. I'm just gonna cast Firebolt at it.
Okay.
Okay. And that's a low roll. That's a 11.
The firebolt screeches across the room, slams into one of the shiny rocks, and then kind of a goo and yellowish ichor spills out across the floor.
Wait, so I missed, right?
Yep.
Now this hit one of the rocks he was talking to, correct?
Yep. So, Scar, you are up.
All right, I'm going to use my Dread Ambusher ability, which makes my movement go up to 45. I will pull out the double short swords, and that movement should get me right next to him.
Yep.
And I will attack and use my bonus action to attack a second time. 15.
That would hit.
And that's cocked. 18. Hit.
Yep,
So-
both hit.
All right. So the first hit is 7 damage, but part of that ability means I get to roll a d8 for extra damage. That is 7 more damage. The second attack for 6 more damage.
So what's your
Are
total?
you still using the walloping? Oh, that's melee. Never mind.
So it was 7, 7, and what did I say the other one was?
6, I think.
6, yeah.
So you thrust your sword into the creature as it howls out and spins toward you, and as it spins, you insert the other sword and then pull him out into a battle stance. It hisses at you. Zoramir, you're up.
All right. I am going to attack. So if I use my short sword, I can use the dagger as a bonus, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to attack with the short sword, getting sneak attack as well. So I got 23.
That would hit.
Do one of these guys. 8 plus 5, 13.
Okay.
Then I'm going to attack with my returning dagger as my bonus.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. 25.
Yeah, that hits. You don't get sneak attack on this one.
Right. And then 7.
Okay. All right. So you thrust into him. you cut off part of his hood, and it falls to the ground. And then you stab him in what you would assume to be the rib type area and pull the dagger out. And jump back with a big smile on your face. Blaylock.
I'm going to move up next to Grovile.
Okay.
Actually, can I move to the I guess to the right of him?
Okay.
Our left, his right.
Yes.
There we go. And then I'm gonna hold my action.
To do what?
I'm going to hold my action to summon a force ballista, but I want to see. I've just walked into the room. I want to see what is happening right now.
Okay.
I just want to sit back and wait before I start summoning stuff. I want to observe the situation.
Okay. All right. It is the creature's turn. So, having stabbed him in the back and then sliced him a couple times, he is going to attack Zoramir. He lashes out with a bite. And he hits.
Oh.
For 5 points of piercing damage. And 7 points of poison damage. After his teeth sink into your shoulder, you feel the burning poison in your flesh, kind of decaying your skin. He then pulls back with as close to a snake-like smile as he can and slashes out with his scimitar. And you jump back out of the way, dodging the blow.
Oh, right. Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
As you hear hissing
Snakes.
from various sides of the room.
Are they coming out of the walls or something?
From around the pale rocks.
Okay.
All right, Grovile, you are up.
How far away are some of the snakes from me? Let me
You got one right next to you.
30,
see that.
30, 40, 5, and 15.
I can't imagine these having a ton of hit points.
Don't tempt him. You're kidding me.
Snakes are slow.
Multiple attacks.
Yeah, it's probably true. Fiddle's right next to me, of course. I can't do that then. I'm gonna cast Stalking Grasp on the one next to me.
Okay.
And I rolled a 8.
That misses. You go to grab it, and it slithers out of the way.
Something doesn't seem to be right. Alright, I end my turn.
Scar, you are up.
Okay, I'm focused on this mofo, so I will do again. Bonus action to attack twice.
Okay.
11 for the first swipe.
That misses.
And 22 for the second.
That definitely hits.
All right. for 9 damage.
All right.
Let's see. That is both bonus and... Okay, that's it for me right now.
You catch the creature in the back of the leg, squirting a black blood down onto the ground. Starting to look kind of rough. Zormir, you are up.
Okay. I'm again going to reach for my short sword and jab it into this creature.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm rolling really well right now.
You're not supposed to say that.
Dang it. 23.
That hits.
So that's going to be 5 plus 4 is 9. And then with sneak, another 6, so 15 damage.
All right.
And then after that, I'm going to reach for my returning dagger and try to get a second hit on him.
Okay.
Nine.
That would miss. So you take your sword and you actually carve the right side of his hood off. It falls to the ground with a thunk. And
No! It hurts. I will get you for that.
Blaylock, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna run over to the snake, right next in front. Well, kitty corner to Grovile,
Mm-hmm.
and shocking grasp on him. And I'm gonna look over at Grovile and be like, I think this is how it's done.
Okay.
And shocking grasp.
All right.
Nope. Hold on, fell. Nope. I don't have very much space here. 6 plus that 11.
That misses.
Okay.
Is that going to be it?
Very interesting. Yes, that is everything.
All right. The snakes go. The first snake is going to move over to Scar. And it hits for 1 point of damage. Second one is going to attack Blaylock. And it misses. Moves over and attacks Zoromir. Get that deck out.
Oh no.
Natural 20.
Really? Why is it always me?
I don't know. My dice hate you for some reason.
So, Zoromir dies.
All right, we're counting this as melee.
Yes.
All right, something slipped. AC is reduced by 1d4 for 1d4 rounds.
So your AC is reduced. Oh my god, it hates you, man. Your AC is reduced by 4 for 4 rounds.
Ouch.
And then the damage. You take 2 points of damage.
Do I have to? Oh, whoops.
Just keep it in your head because it only lasts for this battle.
Okay.
And
Get the 2 points of damage.
what's that? Yeah, you took 2 points of damage.
Unbelievable.
And the snake creature turns towards Scar. And he hits with a bite. You take 6 points of piercing damage. And 9 points of poison damage.
Ouch.
Yes, come to me, my children. Help me get these interlopers!
Grovile, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna try and go for shock and grasp again. Worked out so well these first 2 times. Try
Okay.
again. Okay. Where is that? 14?
Is that with
Wait,
disadvantage?
15. Yes, that's with disadvantage.
Okay.
15 with disadvantage.
It hits.
My other roll would have been a lot higher. So, do I roll disadvantage on my damage roll?
No.
No.
Just on the attacks.
Okay. Great. 5.
5. You reach out and you grasp a hold of the snake, and lightning arcs down your hands, and it writhes around, its head whips around, and starts smacking against the sidewall of the rock, and then falls limp in your hands. It's dead.
That's it?
Okay, this thing just did 15 damage to me, so.
Glass cannon, then. Okay.
Well, that was the snake guy, not the snake.
Oh, okay.
Can I, as a bonus action, or can I walk over the next one and as a bonus action and fight it, or is that it? Can I not towards him and...
Yeah, you could, because your bite is a bonus action.
Okay, I wanna...
It's never worked.
So well. It's never worked. So, you know, it's the first time for everything. And I roll with disadvantage on this one too, right?
Yep.
Great. It's a 1. Not a natural.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Just okay. You snap out with your jaws, and you just can't find perches on it as you kind of crawl on your hands to bite at it. Scar, you are up.
All right. Enough of this. 19 for the first hit.
That hits.
16 for the second hit.
That hits.
First hit is 9 damage. Second hit is 6 damage.
Okay. You take both swords and at the same time stab them down into the chest of the creature. More blood oozes out, and as you pull them out, the black blood runs down the blade.
I will kill you for that.
He looks bad. Zormir, you are up.
Okay.
Not dead.
I am going to, again, use a very limited range of weapons here. Take my short sword and attempt to finish him off.
Okay.
So, having sneak on my side.
All right.
16.
That hits.
2 plus 4 is 6, and then a sneak. We have another 6 of 12.
12 points of damage.
Yep.
You stab in to his chest and kind of wiggle it forward and pull it out, and he slumps forward a bit on the blade, and then something in his eye snaps up and he stands back up.
Wait, what?
Yep.
He's still alive?
Yep.
Okay. So adrenaline rushing from that unexpected turn of events, I pull out my dagger and again lunge towards him.
Okay.
Okay, hopefully that hits 22.
Yep.
9.
9. You thrust the final blow forward into the chest of the creature.
Wait, who will take care of my chest?
falls down flat with a clank as his sword skitters across the ground.
Right, take that.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
Okay.
And Blaylock, you are up.
I'm gonna run up to that one to Scar's left, our right, the snake. And
Okay.
Then, just gonna do shocking grasp. Where am I? Oh no, to Scar.
Oh, to Scar? Okay.
Yep, Scar. Yeah, right there. And shocking grasp.
All right.
Good grief. 10.
You try to grab hold of it, and it keeps wiggling out of your grip. You can't find purchase on its body.
I'm gonna look back to Grover. I'll be like, I'm gonna leave this spell casting to you if this keeps up.
All right. The snake turns. Which one is this one? This one attacks Blaylock since he was trying to mess with it. And it hits for 3 points of damage.
Okay.
The next one, going to turn and attack Scar. And it misses. And the other one's going to attack Grovile.
Can I use... Does it hit me?
It does hit.
Can I use Arcane Deflection before I know the damage? Because it says when I'm hit by an attack, I gain a bonus +2 to my AC. Is that apply to this attack, or just from now on?
Just this attack. It's kind of like a shield.
I'm going to go for it.
Okay. It still hits, even with the +2. And you take 1 point of damage. All right, Grovile, you are up.
Do I get any poison damage? I know one of them poisoned
Nope.
one of the other guys. Okay.
Nope, it didn't.
Yeah,
That-
that's a big baddie.
Well, then I'm going to pull my dagger out and stab at it.
all right.
Because I can't use a spell now. Do I roll strength on that? I have never actually rolled to use my dagger.
Yeah, it would be the -1 penalty after you roll.
Is a dagger finesse though?
Yeah, it should. Daggers are finesse, yeah.
He should be able to use
You can use Dex also.
next. Yeah.
Dex? Okay, then I'd probably rather use that.
Yeah, you would.
And that would be 13 with disadvantage.
That hits.
And then what's damage on that?
D4.
Okay. Doing lots of damage. Just a 1d4?
Yep.
3.
Okay. It hisses as you cut part of its tail off. Scar, you're up.
I'm trying to just try to shake off the poison. I'm gonna attack once on each snake.
Okay.
14 for the first one. 23 for the second one.
Both hit.
9 for the first one. 9 for the second one.
So you guys see Scar have both blades out, and he kind of puts the tips of the blades on the ground and spins around, and as he does, it lifts up both snakes, and he kind of tosses them into the air with his swords and cuts them in half in a crisscross pattern, and then just ducks his head down as he lands superhero landing, one knee on the ground, both of them dead.
Badass.
Zormir, you're up.
Okay. I can hit that other one with a crossbow, right?
With disadvantage, because they're technically prone.
Let's give it a shot.
They're down.
They're very small. rolled a 13 and a 15.
Is there a switch?
It hits.
Okay. Then crossbow is 6, and I get sneak on that too, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's the wrong dice. That is a 4 plus 4 is 8, and then plus sneak is another 4, so 12.
So your crossbow fires out, catches a snake in the head, and you hear a thunk as it pierces through another set of the pale rocks and buries itself into the cavern wall. It is dead.
I walk over to Zorbeer and readjust his leather chest piece. You may want to attach that better next time.
It's so hard to find proper fitting armor for me.
And Scar's going to walk around and try to start smashing those rocks. Eggs.
Okay, so you go around and you just start smashing them. As you smash them, just yellow ichor pours out. Do you smash all of them?
Yep.
2 of them that you smash, it's a black and red goo. It's not like the rest of them.
I'm gonna take a couple of them.
Oh, he
Oh, he's done. He
Yeah.
smashed them all.
yeah.
Okay.
What are they? I have no idea what that is.
They seem to be eggs.
What kind of eggs?
The snakes that we just got attacked by.
I'm going to go up to the off-colored ones and investigate.
Okay. You. What did you roll?
6 plus 4 is 10.
Okay. Kind of swirl your finger in it and hold it up. Everyone else that is looking at you, it looks like you really know what you're doing, but to you, it looks like someone cracked an egg open like you would eat for breakfast.
Anybody got a pan? I'm kind of hungry. Maybe we could fry some of these up.
It's probably I think we have one in our adventure gear, don't we?
A fry pan?
All right. So we've. Can I look around the room a little bit better now? Because I'm seeing we got some skeleton bodies. We've got a dead lizard, and we've got some. We have red-colored rocks and yellow, and then the fires.
Yep,
Did his scimitar just look like a normal scimitar?
it did.
Okay.
Do these things have skin?
The snakes have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I try and play and get the skins?
Yeah. Roll a survival.
With disadvantage. Where's survival? There it is. So that would be 14.
Okay, you do a fair job. We'll say out of the 4 snakes, you're able to collect the skin from 3 of them.
I'm going to take the scimitar off the main guy and check pockets.
You're gonna check his body.
Yeah.
Okay. So you rummage around. You do find on his body 50 gold pieces and you find a bow made from what looks like the sinew of a dragon itself, lying next to the corpse of the odd creature. Carved into it what looks to be snake eyes surrounding it.
Like a longbow, a hunter's bow?
It's a longbow.
Okay.
You also find a small quiver of arrows. There's 10 arrows in it, and they emit a light glow from the tips.
Okay, quiver of arrows. How many are we saying it's in here?
There's 10 arrows in there.
Light glow. And you said the longbow is made out of like dragon spine?
It looks it's pale enough that it looks like it's made from like dragon sinew.
pick that up as well.
Can I check out the corpses? Not the lizard, but the two that are scattered here.
Yeah, you kind of kick them around. It looks like they were used to feed whatever hatches from the eggs.
Okay.
You can see where the bones have been gnawed on by various types of teeth.
Do we recognize the type of body? Are they lizard? Are they human?
They're humanoid, for sure.
Okay. What about those red rocks? Did anyone look at those red rocks yet?
Those are just fires that aren't burning.
Oh. Okay.
It's what I had.
Are they actually burning?
No.
They're not. Can I light one? I'd like to light those and light them all up.
Okay. You go around and light them up, and they illuminate the room better.
Nothing spectacular happens.
Nothing spectacular happens.
There's no like pentagram that shows up on the floor.
I see where you're going with it, but no, nothing happened.
Like vaporized into another like plane. Okay. Well, chalk one up for Zoramir.
Oh, is there? What was the main creature that we just killed?
Lizard.
It's a snake-like creature.
I want to investigate him for any distinguishing things I could cut off and keep as a token.
You did quite a bit of work to him, but
Does he have a paw?
he has a hand, but it looks like a human's hand, so there's not. It's indistinguishable from your own. You could take a fang or an eye.
Take a fang. Sounds like it'd be
Okay.
a good
Do
addition. to
Do a survival check.
survival check. Am I going to poison myself?
No, it's just how good are you at carving things up?
I do not
well-
have any health potions or anything like that, so I took quite a hit. If anybody's got some help,
I'm going to toss him a health potion.
Okay. And yeah, you successfully remove one of the fangs from the creature's mouth.
all right. That is what 1d4 plus
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. All right. I heal for 8.
How are we doing? Should we press
Thank you,
on?
Greylock.
Yes. Are you doing okay? You took quite a hit there.
I think it was more the poison inside.
Take a
But I'm
moment to
fine.
rest.
I'm fine.
Shall we press on?
Have we thoroughly investigated this room?
It's
I think
you've
so.
went around and looked at everything.
Eggs, lit torches.
I want to take a closer look at this bow.
Okay.
Trying to think. Let's see. Is there any kind of like, other than it being what it's made out of, any special features or?
I mean, not that you can immediately tell.
Okay. Then I will put my. Let's say. I'll just hold on to it for now. I was gonna swap out my longbow for it, but I'm good.
Okay.
Out of character, what happens if you have an unidentified item? And I mean, is it just like a standard like longbow and until you discern otherwise?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I was curious about that because Carlson got that special dagger, and I was wondering if it gave him anything extra.
It's unknown, I guess.
unless you're attuned to it, or it's, sentient or something like that. Unless you identify it, it doesn't. I mean, if it does anything like particular, like say it does poison damage or whatever, we wouldn't know that. So,
Yeah. So it wouldn't show those characteristics without without knowledge of it.
yeah.
Okay. Well, attunement. Well, I guess we'll have to go into it afterward because I'm not entirely sure exactly what that is.
I can talk to you about that offline. Yep.
All right. So Zoramir, I believe you taking point was extremely beneficial in this last encounter. Why don't you carry on, and we will follow.
All right, everybody, get into your best sneaking mindset so we can continue on this journey.
Shall we sneak?
I think that has proved most beneficial.
Natural 20 for Scar.
Nice.
16.
8.
Oh no.
15.
Okay.
In my defense, I've been rolling with disadvantage, so.
Okay. How far do you want to move up?
It sounded like you said your die were in Spanish.
Yeah, first do a perception to see if there's anything lurking right ahead of us. 17.
Okay. So you want to move up to here?
Sure.
Okay. All right. You notice the stone gives way and turns back into from out of the rocky cavern back to a more civilized stonework. It does seem a bit older here than in everywhere else you've seen. The stone is majority the older stone instead of the mixture of stone.
I'm gonna continue as we walk down, putting one hand on the wall and feeling the texture as we go.
Okay.
Boylock, are you trying to determine the history of this place?
I love the structures, and they are simply fascinating to me. This helps me to understand where these structures came from, or their origins, and more about their culture.
Okay, so I'm going to do another perception.
Okay.
23.
Okay. How far do you want to move down?
Ooh, 5 blocks.
Okay. As you get here, there is a small stone on the wall to your left that seems out of place to all the other stonework that you've seen. You've been looking at this kind of stonework several times. Something doesn't seem right about this one.
I'm going to go over to this curious stone here, very cautious of what it might investigate it.
Okay, so you look at it. It looks like it could sink in.
Shall we press this stone?
What is it you see there?
The stone looked like it could be a button of some sort. It might open up a passage or could potentially release a trap. Should we press it?
Let's get a distance from it first.
So are you saying you want to set it off, or are you saying that you want to disarm it?
I want to push it.
You want to push it.
Can we step back and like push it with the quarterstaff?
I have some orc arms and legs. We can just toss those onto the button and see what happens.
The button's on the wall.
No, I rubbed something else on the wall. The lizard pieces. I still have those. We can toss those on there to set it off if you want. It's up to you.
Let's step back and the longest thing I have in my inventory is a crowbar. Does anybody have something with more reach?
Here, use my quarterstaff.
Okay. So I'm gonna take
it's a reach of 5 feet.
Okay. I will do my best not to damage your wonderful quarterstaff.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna stick my ear to the wall and listen for anything as he pushes it in.
So
everybody stand back.
you're standing back, and you extend out the quarterstaff and shove it into the small stone, and you see it sink in, and the entire wall panel, you hear a and dust falls down as the wall sinks in and moves to the side, revealing
I
a
hear something.
a passageway.
Very interesting, Zoramir. What do you see?
There's another confined space. It has proven to be entertaining on all the other passageways we have gone down. Shall we go down another?
Why
I'm gonna move
not?
up to the entrance and see what I can hear, if I can hear anything.
You don't hear anything.
It's okay.
Just the sound of dirt and dust falling.
Okay.
I am not hearing anything coming from that direction.
All right. I say we move in.
Head down.
Got like an old smell again, like the other room.
Oh yeah, but not as gross. So the stone door that was hidden to you before sinks in, slides into itself, revealing a small passageway into a magically lit room. From initial views, it doesn't look like anyone has seen the inside of this room for quite some time, as the dust and dirt are thicker here and there are no visible signs of footprints. As you enter the room, you see 4 suits of an ancient armor set resting on the sides of the room, and a rack of swords lie just past the entrance to the right. Centered on the back wall of the room is a curious table covered in a variety of papers and books.
Well, gents, looks like we have a lot to investigate in this room. I
Let's
urge everyone use the
traps and
most
magic.
caution.
Oh,
I'm
are we all right
gonna
behind? Are we
go
in
into
there
the
now?
room.
Okay.
I
I'm
want
going
to
to
investigate
perception checks real quick to see if there's anything.
Okay,
fishy.
one at a time. All right, so what's...
Scar's not gonna go all the way in just yet. He's gonna stay in
Okay.
the hallway.
Okay. Grovile, what are you wanting to do?
I want to look at the books on the table.
Okay. Zoramir, what do you want to do?
I'm going to do a perception to see if I sense anything off in this room.
Okay, roll it. Blaylock,
Alright.
what are you going to do?
Well, he's investigate. I guess I'm going to investigate as well, but
You can assist
see if I
him.
see- Okay, great. Yeah.
Okay. So, Grovile, you can roll a straight roll on your investigation.
Yay! Finally.
I am rolling.
Natural 1. Wait. Oh yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Okay, Zoramir?
I rolled a 19 plus 5, so 24.
So you're just looking for traps? Or
Just generally, looking for traps, but generally getting a feel for the room.
Lilac, these look like pieces of paper.
I'll look at those in a minute. The writing is what we're focused on, not just the paper.
Oh. Yeah, they're still just pieces of paper.
Okay, so you guys are looking around. On the desk, there's papers scattered about. Most of them look like they've been ruined by time or rodents. And a small box rests next to a hastily scrawled note.
Anybody else feel very claustrophobic in here? Just feel a little uneasy.
What was that?
So,
Can I read the note?
mm-hmm.
All right, I want to read the note.
So the note in particular seems undamaged, and I have sent it to you what it says.
All right, so it says to touch them would be harmful, to remove them would be insane, entertain me so to be rewarded, anything else will cause you pain.
Where's our bard?
He's in town, I think. Ugh. So, what about entertaining them?
It says entertain them.
I'm assuming this is talking about those suits of armor.
I wouldn't recommend touching them. How do you entertain a suit of armor?
You would entertain it by wearing it, I guess.
I wouldn't advise touching it based off of this note. What else do we see on the table?
There is, next to where the note you pulled up is, there's a box. It's ornately designed with brass insets along the edges, and something is inscribed on the top of the box in a foreign language.
What language do we know?
You don't know.
Well, some of us can read different languages, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't know what languages I can. Common and Minotaur. Do I recognize it?
You do not recognize the language.
I can speak Draconic and Elvish. Do I recognize it?
1 second. No.
I am infernal and undercommon.
Okay. Are you still out in the hallway?
Well, I'm assuming I'm listening to the conversation.
Yeah. All you know is they found a box of something they can't read.
Scar, can you understand these scrawlings?
I'll walk up and look.
Okay. You're able to read the message that you recognize as being in infernal.
Ah!
It says, the knights have lost their way, but the runes are all to blame. Help them find their way back home, and the treasure is yours to claim.
Runes.
I look up at the wall. Do I see any markings?
There's no markings on the wall. You can kind of see from a distance that each knight has a placard below it that has writing on it, in common, and the box just has a normal latch to it.
Okay. Zoramir, can you look at this box and determine if you can open it?
I'm a master lockpicker. Let's
Be careful. Boxes in rooms seems a little suspicious to me.
I would check for traps first.
So, I'm going to do perception to see if I feel like I should not try and pick this lock.
Oh, did he hand me my staff back?
Yeah. It would investigation to see if it's trapped or locked.
Jeez.
Can
Okay,
I back up towards the door
21.
before he starts to pick that?
Yep, we'll say you and Scar switch places. No, from what you can tell, the box is not trapped or locked.
Or locked.
Yep.
So I'm going to try and open it.
Okay.
I'll
Inside
take one more step back.
Okay.
Sorry.
Somebody's gun shy. Inside the box are 4 runes set into a scarlet cloth that runs the edges of the box, each rune with a symbol carved into them, and the symbol glows slightly.
Okay. Do these symbols match what we're seeing in front of each of the pieces of armor?
Scar, what you see is each symbol stands for a direction. So each rune, the runes from left to right say north, east, south, and west. And Zoramir, with your perception check earlier, you also noticed that all the armors in the room have a circular sunken area in their chest.
Is there any pattern to them?
They just look like 4 armors in the corner of the room.
Okay.
The knights have lost their way.
Do the
So this is a
gems
compass.
appear to be the same size as the sunken hole in the armor?
Yes.
I think we should put these stones into the armor. The puzzle is just which one goes to which piece.
Well, north, east, south, and west. But which is north?
I do try and think. Survival check.
Sure.
Because I would know what direction is what.
You would.
But I've been underground. I'm assuming this is all underground.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, with that knowledge, let's see. The knights have lost their way, but the ruins are all to blame. Help them find their way back home, and the treasure is yours to claim. Oh,
So
the problem
what-
is we've got 2 going north and 2 going south. Can I?
Is that what we're seeing? Is 2 looking south? And
There's 2 on the north wall and 2 on the south wall.
What do the runes say in front of the armor?
It's not runes, it's just regular common writing.
Common.
What's the common
It's,
writings?
You do want to go, which one do you want to look at?
I'm going to look at top left first.
So you walk up to the top left one and look down at the placard, and it says, "Born in the north is fourth in my line, but married into the south to a lady so divine. My lady to my left and my people to my front, where do I rest my head?"
Good lord.
I'm going to walk up to the one in the northeast corner.
Can you send me that so I can read it?
Yeah, I will put it into the D&D chat.
Thank you.
You might as well put all of them in because we're going to read all of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the one in the northeast says, "To the east I rode and further went. Boats were my home, time well spent. Back home I arrived to my kingdom hold. Where do I rest to spend my gold?"
Huh?
And okay, so Zormir's at that one. Blaylock's at that one.
You and your riddles.
I spent so much time on this.
Okay, I'm assuming we can't just take this at face value.
Scar, what do you want to look at one of the other ones?
I'll look at the southeast one.
And I'll look
Okay.
at the last
Okay. Southeast says, into the setting sun I rode, its glory full, many battles I won, tales of old. Lands already home to many a patron soul, back home I return with my tales so bold. And Grovile, you see, sun on my back as I explored the open plains, monsters mayhem crept where others do not dare. Sword and shield kept me sane till I return home to the chill of the open air.
Well, so the sun sets in the west. So maybe which one is which one is the setting sun one?
Mine.
Grovile. Maybe yours is the western one since the sun sets in the west.
I mean, I'm just reading it one more time. But it says
The other one's to the east I rode.
Yeah, which would be similar to the fourth one, sun on my back, as I explore the open plains.
But we don't have an idea of.
We don't have an idea of time.
Yeah. Can it be as simple as northeast, west, and then the last one is south? There's got to be a trap. There's no way. And
I'm assuming these four are brothers. Born in the north and fourth in my line.
This is married into the south to a lady so defined.
So he married to the south. He says, "My people to my front." So my lady to my left.
Oh, so he's in northeast. He's in southeast.
the one on the
So
top
born
right
in the north is fourth.
uh,
Married to the south to a lady. My lady to my left.
Yeah,
So he
they're
was
on the top
married
right
unto
and
the south. So
south.
he's yeah. So the first
Top
one
right is south.
is top right is south.
Top right is south because he says he married into the
Oh,
south.
born
the lady
in the
so
north
defined,
and married unto the south. Ah.
and his lady is to his left, which means the lady to his left is from the south.
That's his right.
His left, because his back is to the wall.
So his back is to the wall. That would be right if he's northeast.
No, that's the black is to his left for sure.
In my curiosity, I am going to reach out with my short sword and kind of just pull up the face mask on the suit of armor very gently.
Oh my goodness!
Why would you do that?
He just said, "Don't touch it."
The it lifts up and comes back down.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Grovile, you were saying that northeast is number one.
I'm saying northeast is the person in the top right of the room is south.
Is south?
The one you just read is for the one in the top left of the room.
Yeah, the one.
We're in front of
the first one we
Blaylock.
read, the one in front of Blaylock is the one that I was reading,
Yeah.
which is the first one, which is born in the north, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it's describing the person to his left is from the south.
Yeah.
That's what it's saying.
So, all right. So that's north south. Okay. So what do the gems? Because we have runes on there with gems in them.
And each one's a different direction.
Yeah.
So that would be.
So we're saying that one is the top left is north.
Top left can be north, bottom right can be, or top right can be south.
Let's try it. Let's stick the north one. Let's stick the north one into the rune there on the armor.
Are we to a consensus here before we do that?
I'd like to see what happens if we put one in.
Yeah.
Okay. So we want to do the north one first.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick the north gem into the rune on his chest plate.
Into which one?
The one that I'm standing in front of.
Top left, yeah.
Okay. You stick it in.
Anything?
Nothing happens.
Okay, what happens when I touch the armor?
Nothing. Presently.
Well, that's a good thing, I think.
Okay. So, if her reading is correct, would we agree that the top right would be south?
See, I don't know. To the east I rode and further went. Boats were my home. Time well spent. Back home I arrived to my kingdom hold, where I rest to spend my gold. So
Remember, north married south, and the south is on his left.
Yeah, so the one above that is describing his lady, and his lady's to his left, and his lady's born in the south, which means south, right?
Yeah. So we should put the south gem in top right then, correct?
'Cause
Sure.
that has to make sense, right?
Let's try it.
Worst case scenario, they wake up and just attack us.
True. Zoramir, can you put the south gem into that rune?
Alright, so I reach into the box, grab the south gem, and delicately, with one eye shut, place the gem into the suit of armor.
Which one?
Top right.
Top right. Which gem are you putting in? Or rune?
The south one?
Okay. You place it in. It sinks into the chest, and nothing happens.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so what do we determine about the bottom two then?
So the one I'm standing in front of. Into the setting sun I rode, its glory full. Many battles I won, tales of old, lands already home to many a patron soul. Back home I return with my tale so bold. So on this one, it's into the setting sun I rode, so he was going west.
What did we put in Blaylock's one?
He's going west, but he's leaving the town he's from, so he lives.
Yeah,
in the
he says,
east then.
back home I return with my tail so bold, so that means he goes back east.
Yeah, he goes back east, which is where home is. So
No, he's saying into the setting sunny road, but he's riding back home, which is in the west, right?
Oh, so that's the same statement, so that he's still
Okay.
with his back to the west. Okay.
because he's already
Um,
on an adventure.
No, he's going west,
What did we put in Blaylock's suit?
north.
North.
So north and south are used up, and all we need to do is east and west.
Yeah, let's put west in there.
Yeah, because he's lands already home. Okay, yeah, let's do it. I'll buy it.
So,
So west goes in his.
Growell, do you
east.
want to put west into yours, excuse
no.
me, Scar, do you want to put west into yours?
We can try it.
And then Grovile, do you want to
East
put
into
east
mine.
into yours? Yeah.
I'll grab it and I'll try it.
Okay, so you put east into yours? Okay.
East is in the one on the bottom left. West is in the one on the bottom right.
Okay. You insert the runes. Nothing happens.
Okay, now there's swords on the wall. Try touching one of them.
What?
There are swords on the wall. Try touching one of them.
Okay. Are they by me?
Yeah, they're
Who are they?
just to your left.
Can I go around the table by the door and grab them on that side?
Yeah, if you want to.
That's what I'd want to do.
Are you touching them or grabbing them?
What I'm gonna do is I'm like a hot stove. I'm gonna kind of do one of these. I'm gonna touch it real quick and see and look around and see what happens.
Okay, nothing happens.
Then I'm gonna touch
Are
it
there
for a little
slits
bit
in the
longer.
armor?
Are there what?
Are there slits in the armor where the swords would fit?
No. Nope, the armor's complete.
I'm gonna pick it up for like 3 seconds and kind of look around and see what happens.
Just kind of lightly lifting it up?
Yeah.
Okay, nothing happens.
All right.
So something seems to be off.
Why do you say that?
Do we give them the sword? Do we put the
to
sword
happen.
into the armor?
That's what I just asked. He said there wasn't any.
Oh, so there's no like you can't like put it into like the armor, like hand grips or gauntlets.
Yeah, there's nothing to insert
Okay.
insert them into.
I think we're allowed to take these the swords. I think that's what the puzzle was for.
Okay.
I mean that's
Does
the
it
way
seem
I
like
see
we're
it.
missing something? I mean,
Does anybody have like detect magic?
Nope. Not yet.
nope.
Next stop back into town, I can equip it. I'm gonna have it right now.
Can we take the armor apart?
You can do whatever you like.
I'm gonna. What do you guys think if I pull this helmet off?
I advise against that, Blaylock.
I advise against that too.
That note said don't touch, so I'm kind of.
Well, we know at this point that nothing bad happens if we insert the gems incorrectly.
Yeah.
It seems.
If it's incorrectly, I'm
correct.
going to switch the north and the south gem, and then I'm going to touch the sword and see what happens.
What?
Okay, so I'm gonna pick up the north, the gem here in the north, and the one right in front of me. I'm gonna switch it to the one in the south. We put the south in the north one, and then I'm gonna touch the weapon and see what happens.
Okay. So
This is the part where he tells us to roll initiative.
Right back.
okay. As you put the south gem into the night in the northwest side of the room, the metal around it kind of fuses around the stone and pulls it into the chest, and the rune lights up and glows in the armor. As you put the north rune into the one in the northeast side of the room, metal fuses around the rune, locking the rune in place, and the rune stays dim.
So I can't pull the rune out anymore.
Nope.
I think I broke it.
So you're saying you want to swap them on the bottom too?
I don't think we can. We can't swap. These two are unswappable now.
So two of the runes are fused in now.
The one went dim. The northeast one went dim. But the northwest one inside the room seems to have brightened.
What about the southern ones?
Nothing's
don't
happened
touch
in the
the
bottom
sword?
two.
Well, I guess we can switch those and see what happens. Since we can't pull the northeast one out again. What happens if I touch the northeast statue now? Or armor?
Nothing happens when you touch it.
Alright, I'm gonna go down and switch the two in the bottom.
Okay.
you're rolling.
Not from me.
Oh,
So the one in the southeast corner, you take the west rune out, and then you walk over and take the east rune out, and put the east rune into the south one. Metal fuses around. It grabs the rune, slams it into the chest, sealing it in, and the rune glows.
It'd be north.
And the other one you stick in, and metal fuses around. It grabs the rune, pulls it in, and it stays dim.
so
Which
2
two
are
were
dim
those?
and 2 are lightened up. All right, what happens when we touch the swords now?
Nothing.
So there's no way to pull the gems out.
You can certainly try.
All right, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna pull the one out of northeast.
There's nothing really to get your fingers around. It's sunk into the chest.
Okay.
You would
Pry it
have
out
to
with your knife.
use some other form of destructive method.
I have a crowbar.
Okay.
Be careful of breaking this. Wait,
I'm
what?
gonna use
You only have
use
one.
the crowbar
Okay.
gently.
The only way to use the crowbar to do this would be to shove it into the armor itself and try to pry from behind where it's...
So like go from behind and kind of pop it out.
Like shove it through the chest of the armor and then
Oh.
wedge it forward to try to pop it out.
Any other ideas, guys?
I think at this point we leave it.
Okay. What else do we see on the desk? We had the box. We had
Various
notes.
papers, not much that can be is discernible.
I think we only had 2 shots at this.
I'm thinking that we need to switch the northeast and the southwest.
They're all infused now, so there is no taking them back out.
Unless you
Not without
try
by
and force
force.
it out.
And maybe and
What
then
if we
there's-
move the armor?
What if we move the armor?
can we pick up the armor?
Yeah, I would not suggest that.
I wouldn't suggest that either.
Well, we have 2 choices. We can leave it and then go about our merry way, or we can chance it.
Was there anything else in the box other than those gems?
Like if you turn the paper around to say, if you screw up, please try here.
There's nothing else that leads you to believe that.
Can we go back to our last checkpoint?
What happens when I pull the torch?
You pull it out, nothing happens.
Oh,
Hold the torch in front of the armor, see if heat affects it.
I'll do that.
I think now we're just grasping at straws.
Maybe.
Being that it's a magical flame, yeah, nothing really affects it.
All right, I'm gonna pick up the suit of armor in the top right, and I'm gonna try and move it.
I'm gonna skirt towards the door just in case something bad happens.
Okay, so you want to go to the door, and you're going to lift. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna move towards the door as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna move in between the 2 suits of armor on my side.
Down here.
Yes, sir.
Getting ready for a thunder wave.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm getting ready for.
All right, I'm gonna try and move it.
Okay. You put your arms around there. Do a strength check.
Oh, good grief, this is terrible. No.
Aren't you strong as a?
No.
Wait, no, you took
No.
an arrow to the knee.
17. No, my father took an arrow to the knee.
Oh.
17.
Oh. Yeah.
So you grab a hold of the armor and you lift it up, and all of you kind of hear in your mind,
Interlopers, you have failed.
and
What?
failed.
Roll initiative.
Hold on.
Would you let us try it again? Oh, ominous voice.
Let's see.
I'll entertain you.
Ouch. As you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and okay, and you feel stuck as the table that was there opens its mouth, and a giant pseudopod comes out, and you are grappled, and it will attack again with its bite, and
Oh,
it
so that's what attacked him?
does hit. For 6 more points of damage.
Oof.
And now, everyone roll initiative.
Good job, Layla. Couldn't accept failure on the puzzle.
I couldn't walk away.
Do I roll with disadvantage on my initiative too?
Yes.
Great. Alright.
20 to 25.
This isn't going to go well.
I have 20.
Okay. 15 to 20.
16.
17.
What'd you have, Growile?
11.
All right, Scar, you're up.
So are we attacking the table?
You are attacking the table.
All right.
What's a pseudopod?
That's what you were hit with.
Oh, that's a spell. Okay.
It's the tongue of the creature.
All right. Double swipes.
Okay.
25 for the first one.
That hits.
15 for the second one.
That hits.
So we're battling a table right now, just to be clear.
A table
9.
with teeth.
9 with damage
Hey.
for the first hit.
Okay.
10 for the second one.
All right. You just start carving in at this this thing as it howls and tries to pull Blaylock into its mouth. Blaylock, you are up.
Wait, so the table is holding me in its mouth?
It has its tongue wrapped around you.
Oh, okay.
So is it like between the top of the table and like a chair?
You can attempt to get out of it, doing a
Can I drink a potion while in its grasp?
Yeah.
I'm going to drink a potion while in its grasp.
How many healing potions do you have?
3.
Didn't you give one to...
Yeah, and I gave one away, and now I have 2 left, and I'm about to use one.
Okay.
Okay.
And I can't try and break free.
Nope, because that's an
That would be
action.
An action. Yeah. So what is that? 2d4 plus something.
It was 2d4 plus 2.
Zormir, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna start with my short sword.
Okay.
22.
That hits.
And I get sneak attack against the table, right?
Yeah, you do.
So that's 6 for the base. 6 plus 9 is 15.
Okay, total.
Yep. Then on top of that, I'm going to use my dagger to get another jab in at it.
Okay.
There it is. Natural 1.
Oh no.
Nothing makes a situation worse like a natural one.
Your damage or your weapon's damage is reduced by 1/4.
Oh,
For how long?
Doesn't give a time, so I'm assuming permanently.
For
so,
the
so it'd be for that dagger. It was just a generic dagger, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that dagger is filled with holes now as you chip its edge on the side of the creature. Grovile,
Is
you
that-
are up.
Permanent or just the confrontation?
It's permanent.
It was the nice one, too.
No, the nice one's the one you just got.
That's the one he was using.
Oh, I thought it was just a. Do what?
No,
Yes,
because he
it
had
was.
he transferred the returning magic to it. That's what he's been using.
Okay.
So it's broken.
Well, there's always repair spells or something.
No,
All right,
All right.
Grovile.
I've been missing all my spells, so I'm gonna move up in diagonal to be right next to the table,
Okay.
and so I don't miss. I'm gonna cast Thunderclap
Okay.
because otherwise I'm just gonna do nothing. So the table has to roll.
You realize I am
saving
in the
throw.
table right now, or is that tongue sticking out and attached to me?
It's sticking out.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah, it has to roll a Constitution saving throw. Can it?
One
do
second.
that?
Yep. It has a constitution.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
17.
Passes. So it just makes a really loud boom, and probably the armor behind me gets hit too.
They crumple into the floor.
The armor, the one behind me.
The one behind you, yeah.
That was the good one.
All right.
And that's it.
The table's turn. He is going to continue attacking his victim. He gets advantage, and he hits. Five points of bludgeoning. Nope. 5 points of piercing plus 6 points of acid damage. So 11 points of damage.
I'm down.
Blaylock slumps to the ground, and the creature releases its grasp.
Okay. What else does it do?
That's it. It's Scar's turn.
Well, since I don't have any healing. Alright, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on it for my bonus. And I will attack.
Okay.
13 plus 5, so 18 to hit.
That hits.
6, 4, 9 plus 3 more, so 12 damage.
Okay. howls out as you carve into it.
Is Blaylock inside of him right now?
No,
Oh,
he's.
moving on. Okay.
I couldn't reach the condition bar.
Gotcha. I was about to say, did he just eat Blaylock? All right. What kind of constitution modifier does a table have?
I just put it this
Apparently,
way.
at least 17.
Not everything in here is what it seems to be.
All right, is that it for your turn, Scar?
Yeah.
All right, Blaylock, make a death saving throw.
Natural 1.
No.
Fuck.
14.
Okay, that is one save. Zoramir, you are up.
All right. Still with a tear in my eye over having so badly damaged my wonderful dagger, I am going to swing at the table with my short sword.
Okay.
And most likely misses at 11.
Just misses. Go at it with your dagger.
Do I still have the other nut?
Yeah, you have the other dagger.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to try and hit it with that.
Okay.
Well, hold on. That's a bonus action to swap your weapon. So.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, because your other one. You could attack with the one you got. It's just your damage is quartered.
Yeah, it's hardly worth it. I'm going to use the bonus to swap them.
Okay. Grovile, you're up.
I'm going to cast Thunderclap again.
Okay. And he fails.
Yay! 1.
1 point of damage.
Guys, I'm helping.
You know you have Firebolt.
I'll be rolling with disadvantage, so I'll just miss.
Or Shocking Grasp.
So I'll probably also miss with disadvantage.
All right. So, there's 3 of you. So, I'm sorry, Zoramir. My dice hate you. It's going to lash out with its pseudopod. And it hits. You are now grappled. And you take 10 points of damage.
Ooh.
And then it's going to take a bite at you with advantage.
Oh, no.
That was a natural 20.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, so the table about to take out and Bane.
Double damage and make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, drop your weapon.
So I'm doing that.
Drop the weapon that's been damaged. You'll be fine.
He just swapped it. So.
Yeah,
So you take 14 points of damage.
I'm down.
How little health do you have?
He just gave me 24 points of damage.
Scar, you are up.
You're evil.
Holy shit.
Uh-huh.
17 for the first hit.
That hits.
PK from a damn table.
Natural 20 for the second hit.
Oh, there we go.
All right, so first hit. Oh, fuck. 6 damage. And let's see. Maximum damage on my second attack, so 12 damage. 11 damage, I'm sorry.
Is that with your hunter's mark?
Oh, no, I need to add that. 11. So 14.
Okay, for the second hit.
Yeah, for the second hit.
All right, you carve into it, and pieces fall off, and as they hit the ground, they turn into a goo-like substance. Whatever it is, it looks bad. Blaylock, make a death saving throw.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
you
With
are
1 hit point.
you are at 1 hit point. Yeah, you stand back up.
Nice.
So we make it back-to-back natural 20s.
So you're gonna get a
Zormir,
natural 1 and die.
Zormir, make a death saving throw.
Three.
That is a failure. Grovile, you're up.
Going so well earlier. What the heck?
I'm gonna cast Thunderclap again.
Okay. He fails.
1 damage.
6 damage. Yeah, I'm helping.
Pieces splinter off of this creature. Yep, it's the creature's turn. Having taken some damage from the south, it's going to target Grovile.
I'm gonna cast Shield.
I knew that was the south. Dang it.
Okay, and it
You
fails.
put the south one there.
And then it's going to attack again with the pseudopod, and it fails again. Scar, you are up.
18 for the first hit. 22 for the second hit.
Both hit.
6, 7, 8, 9 for the first hit with Hunter's Mark damage.
How do you want to do this?
Is the tongue still out?
Yep.
I want to, with the first short sword, I want to swing around and chop off the tongue.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come around and with the second short sword, right through the table into the ground.
Okay. So you guys see Scar snarl a bit, and with the grace that he killed the snakes earlier, he starts spinning wildly, flipping end over end, the swords flailing, and it chops the pseudopod off, and then he jumps into the air with a flip and takes both swords and impales through the table, which goes down easier than you'd think it would be, all the way into the ground, and you hear as a purple ooze kind of oozes out from the bottom of the creature, dead.
I will immediately use medicine and try to stabilize.
But medicine, does that cost you anything?
No, I'm proficient in it.
Yeah, roll.
Okay, because I can use Spare the Dying, but if that's the same effect.
Mine doesn't cast a spell slot, so.
His doesn't either. Spare the Dying's a
It's a
cantrip.
cantrip.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
then go ahead and do your spell.
Alright. No, I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna grab onto Zormer and give him a little shake, and then give him a little shock in the process to bring him back up.
Okay. You see his wounds close just a bit, enough to keep him from bleeding out, but he's still unconscious.
All right, and then I'm gonna shove a healing potion down his throat.
Okay.
Hey, how many bonuses do you have?
That's the last one.
I'm going to say that's the last one. So he uncorks the healing potion, pours it down your throat. You feel the wounds begin to bind, and the bones that were crushed by the pseudopod mend back together, and you open your eyes as you're laying in this pool of this purple goo and scars above you, like with this crazy look in his eye and purple on his blades.
I should have taken your advice. I expected a shock, not an inanimate table.
Yeah, dying is kind of becoming a hobby of mine. It's quite peaceful once you go under.
Less fighting when you're unconscious, isn't there?
How much health do I get back?
2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2.
I should really know that by now.
You should.
All right, I'm going to investigate the wounded table. Oh, not the wounded, but the broken table.
It doesn't as much look like a table anymore. It's kind of oozed off into an amorphous creature. Roll a history check.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
It's about time.
You finally do it.
Nat 1.
Oh my god.
It looks like a amorphous goo. You kind of poke it like Jello, and it just kind of puzzles you as to what it could have been.
I had
I
one
have a
shot.
plus 7 to history, and I roll a nat 1 on the one opportunity to use it. All that education for nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Can I turn around and investigate the pieces of the armor after I use Thunderwave to see what's left?
The one behind you is just things are crushed into small little pieces, though the runic piece that is in the chest is still held strong in the chest.
I was about to say, can I investigate the rune, or at least take it with me? Can I grab it?
You could pick up the whole piece and take with you if you wanted to. It's up to you.
I definitely want to do that.
Is this plate armor, or what is this?
Yeah,
Just regular-
so you pick it up, and where do you put it?
Can I just throw it on my shoulders for now? Because I obviously can't put it in the bag or anything. It's too big for that. Right?
Okay. As you pick it up, electricity jolts through it, and you take 2 points of damage.
That's what I was expecting to take. Not a tongue up my little minotaur butthole.
Oh,
Alright, being a determined man, can I wrap it
You
in
shock it back.
traveler's
No, that's-
clothes? No, can I wrap it up and then lift it up and see if that works?
You can certainly do it.
Alright. I'm
Okay.
gonna wrap it up in the traveler's clothes I have so that it should prevent me from getting shocked.
And are you slinging it over your shoulder?
Might as well.
Okay.
Did that work? Do I have to roll anything to make that work?
Nope.
Okay, gentlemen, this is where I gotta end it.
Oh, I thought you were going to 10.
Oh,
No. This week I'm still getting up at 2:30 in the morning. I'm not back to normal until next week.
yeah.
Okay. So the question here would be, are you guys taking a short rest or doing anything?
I could use some health.
Well, we can, since this is a secret room apparently, we could probably take a long rest here by enclosing us in.
Well, the wall is open. It didn't close back.
Yeah.
No.
Was there a switch? There had to have been a switch. There's got to be a switch on this side. You would think.
Can we look for one? Flusher, that's on you.
I mean, if there's not, there's not. I'm just.
You've investigated the room and not found anything that would function that way.
Okay.
Did we investigate the hallway to see if there's a switch? We did the room, but we didn't do the hallway. Can we look at the hallway real quick?
Yeah, you can go into the hallway.
I'm gonna take those empty bottles that I use for the health potions. I'm gonna fill them up with the water.
Matt,
And
take
then
5 more electric lightning damage.
Is it because I moved out of the room with it, or?
I don't know.
Oh boy.
So you move up to where the wall opened up, and there is a runic symbol there.
Can I push it?
You put your hand on it, and the door closes back.
I go back in the room with a smug look on my face. Looks like it worked.
And you're slowly being electrocuted by a piece of armor on your shoulder.
I never said I'd put it down.
It's like you're twitching. I vote for a long rest.
I was gonna say, at this point, it's too long to even try to get back to town or even to that oasis. And we've gone too far in here. So, I know I've taken some damage, and I know, with 2 people going down, and now we have no healing potions.
Matt, take 5 more points of lightning damage.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, I'm gonna put it down.
Okay.
I'm gonna
take my clothes back, though. I'm gonna
take some of that magic water that we got from that healing pool. I'm gonna stick it into one of the empty vials. I've got both the empty vials. And I'm going to stick the water in there and stick 1 red crystal in it.
Okay.
In each or total?
Okay, and I'll give 1 to Zormir. Here, try and drink this.
Well, if we take a long rest, you don't need to take that.
Yeah.
All right, are we going to take a long rest?
I think so. I think we can
All right.
set up a watch in here. We're in an enclosed area. It's not like we're not going to hear the door open.
We shut the door in the hallway.
Yep.
I did, yeah.
Just don't touch anything.
All right. Well, that will conclude our adventures for tonight. Hope you guys had a good time. For those that were watching, I hope you enjoyed the session. Don't get eat by a table today. That is the lesson.
You and your mimics.
I love mimics.
Oh my goodness.
And if you guys got a second, I'll turn the stream off, and then I'll tell you what the answers were to the knights.
You and your riddles.
So, oh man, I spent a lot of time on this room, more time than I should have. Yeah. And for those watching, we'll see you next time. Hopefully after the holidays, so we can be more regular. So
Next week.